Hey, good afternoon, guys. This is Jimmy from Primer is Best, and I'm out here on this cloudy day that's been raining. And my yard needs mowed, but it is too wet, and we're getting more rain shortly, so had a little break in action from rain, so I thought I'd come out here for just a moment. I haven't started this truck in a while. This is a 78 Chevy C10 truck that goes by the name of Billy James. Let's start it and pull it out here in the yard and let it run for a few minutes. I'm not going to take it to the front yard. This is the truck that I got stuck in one time. I got stuck in this truck in the front yard. I was halfway between the side and going toward the front, and I got stuck, and you can see it on one of my videos. I'm not too proud to show you stuff that happens around here. Checking my glue traps. Nothing. That's great. And I hear my clock running, so that's great. And I don't know if the door shut good, but it don't matter. I'm just going right here. I don't drive them a whole lot, I know that, but at least I start them and move them around some. My wife is in the house working on I don't know what she's working on. Anyway, I thought I better just get out of the way, you know what I mean? So I don't want to get involved. She's like a organizer type person, if you've been watching my videos on that shed back there. Whew. So I'm not. I mean, I'm just not. I'm not wired that way. She is wired that way. So I found it best just to get out in the yard and do something. Let's start this truck and see how quick it starts. It's been a long time since I've started it. Man, just about. Come on, Billy. There we go. Billy James. Billy James. I thought when I pulled it out here in the yard, I'm going to let it warm up for just a minute, guys. It's been a long time since I've started it. And I'm just going to let it run a few minutes. At the same time, I thought that I would just talk to y'all about if you're interested in buying a 70s round headlight Chevy or GMC truck, problematic areas to look for. I've probably done a video on this once before, a long time ago. I don't remember. Probably have, to be honest with you. But anyway, I just thought I'd walk you around the truck if you're new to the channel, and you know, just talk about it. If you're thinking about buying a square body from the 70s, places to look for that, like this 1984 Chevy C10 truck that goes by the name of Left Turn Bill, LTB for short. They're not as prone to rust and issues as this one, round-eyed 70s model trucks are. I guess as time went on, they got better, you know, with designs and stuff like that. So I'll let it warm up here for just a minute. This old truck has come a long way. Oh my goodness, it's come a really long way, and I'm proud to have it. Hope y'all's having a good day today. I live in East Tennessee, and I don't know when you're seeing this video. Could be we're having another dry spell, but as of now, this is week 2 of rain. You know, normally rains all night, and then some during the day, you know, spotting, then evening time it starts back raining again. So it's just oodlings of fun in the rain. I don't mind rain. We need rain, but you know, I just wish it would rain and then move on, skip a day or two, rain again, instead of just 2 weeks of constant rain, pretty much. Move it out here real quick, and I'll try to keep it straight because it's kind of hard to back in sometimes. trying to rain. Now that I got it out here. Okay, this is the truck. It's a 78, like I said, 78 C10 truck. It was pieced together. At last count, it took 7 or 8 trucks to make this one. This was going to scrap, okay? And I got it. And we got it this far, so far. It's a Cheyenne. I like that name, Cheyenne. I like Apache. The name Apache that Chevy used to put on their trucks, Cheyenne and Bonanza. Kind of like Western, you know, Indian type names. I painted all this in here and it's starting to kind of chip away, and that's great. It's patina style. Okay, I'm going to show you some problem areas to look for if you're thinking about getting one of these so you don't get hoodooed. There's a lot of people that, I don't know, to me that seems like there's more people trying to hoodoo people than there are people trying to tell you the truth about something. And I'm the guy that's going to tell you the truth. If you're thinking about getting one of these, they're a good investment. I don't think you're going to lose money on them. I honestly don't. Unless you start like me from scratch, from nothing. No motor, no transmission, no front end, you know, nothing. Everything. This whole truck's been replaced by other trucks. Doors, bed, insides, front end, hoods, everything. So keep that in mind. But anyway, I think they are a good investment. I truly do. I'm going to tell you some problem areas. I start at the front, okay? Since I'm here. This hood, this makes like the 4th hood I've had on here. And this truck is dirty. So keep that in mind too. But anyway, I've had lots of square bodies, round headlight in particular, that up in here, this area, will rust out. And the reason that is, I believe, is because there's been a mouse or a rat or something that's built a nest. And, you know, I've had it where it's just, you know, rusted out, you know, spots where rodents tend to urinate, or what we say in the South. I mean, I'm not going to make it fancy. They pee everywhere. They pee. They go to the bathroom everywhere. And I've had a lot of hoods like that from these round headlight trucks. Now this hood, look at this hood. I mean, this is like I think the 4th hood I've had on here. And the 80s, they redesigned the hood or something. I've never had a problem with the 80s hood. Another thing you got to be aware of, hope you don't mind this running, but it needs to run a little bit, is this section right in here, right about this area, is bad to crack, and it'll hump up. You know, this one's got a little bit, but it's not cracked. You have to keep these hinges lubed up with some kind of, well, you know, like WD or you know, PD blast or something. Just periodically go back here and oil up the hood hinges. This is a 350 with a 400 turbo, if you're wondering. Had to come up with all this stuff. So what else is some problem areas? Oh, look around your you know, of course, your firewall. Like I said, a lot of people, I've looked at cars and trucks most all my life, and I've, you know, in the pictures, sometimes they look great, sometimes they do, and then you go to look at it like I have before. I was going to buy a 62 Impala Super Sport once, and I drove probably, I don't know, 40-50 miles to go look at it. Well, when I got there, it was just a Bondo buggy. Yeah, boy, it was pretty in the pictures. It really was, but it was full of Bondo, and I mean, it looked good, but he was asking a high price for it too. I mean, it wouldn't a guy that would say, you know, my name's Jimmy. It wouldn't a guy that said, hey Jimmy, you know, I just want to let you know it's got Bondo in it, and I'm not asking premium price. I'm asking this price. You know, no, he wanted a top dollar for it, and whoever done the Bondo work done a good job. I'll give him that, but you know, still, it's Bondo. And there's nothing wrong with it, as long as you know it, I guess, that it's there. But I wasn't going to pay a top dollar price for a 62 Impala Super Sport, you know, that was, you know, full of Bondo. It really was. So anyway, that's why I'm telling y'all about this. You know, whether you heed my advice or not, whatever. You know, I'm just trying to help some of y'all out. Some guys like square bodies and they don't have one. I read in the comments and they would like to have a square body one day. I'm trying to tell you what to kind of look for. Okay, the hoods. The hoods. Now they make a piece that you can weld on here or bolt on here that stiffens this hood. But in my opinion, I mean, that's great too, don't get me wrong. That's a wonderful item. I've had them like that before, braced. But if you'll just keep the hood hinges lubed real good, both sides, of course. See, that one looks pretty good. You shouldn't have no problem. And another secret to closing these hoods, and it's kind of hard for me to do this with one hand, but just kind of go down, just kind of walk it down and push toward the windshield. It helps. Let me see if I can get this to idle down just a little. Maybe you can hear me a little bit better, maybe. I don't know. It's not completely warmed up yet. There you go. I just wanted to let it run a few minutes, guys, and then put it back up before it starts raining. Okay, since I'm on this side, we'll do this next. Up in here, look for rust. These fenders are off something else. So, I mean, these weren't rusty. Look for rust right in here. Feel for rust. Feel for Bondo. Oh, I should have told you. Dadgummit, I meant to tell you. Look around the battery tray, right down in this area, for rust. Most of the time, the wheel wells, you know, will rust out in this area down below the battery. I should have told you that, and I forgot. Ease this back down. I know I've told y'all this before, but I was watching I think it's Barrett Jackson auction on YouTube one time. They had a beautiful, beautiful green, light green, I think, Chevy Squarebody truck like this one. Beautiful truck. And that lady, she closed that hood and she just pulled out on it like a mule fixing to pull up a stump. And man, she bowed that hood and it was just bowed. I mean, it was huge on both sides, and that was a very, 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 very expensive truck. Probably 60, 80, maybe $100,000 truck. It was that nice. I mean, it wasn't nothing like this. And man, oh man, I'd have been mad if I'd owned that truck. Oh my goodness. Anyway, getting back to this, look at your rockers. They're bad to rust. As you can see, these have been replaced at Gas X Chop Shop with Tim Dixon. Tim replaced this. Cap corners. And occasionally, I mean, if you found one and the windows has been down or whatever, you might have to do some floor work as well. You know, the good thing about these trucks is they sell every part that you need. I mean, there's lots of truck suppliers for this truck. So I mean, it's not like you're buying a truck that you know, hey, this is hard to get parts for. No, there's parts everywhere for these things. Everything. Up in here, same as the front fender. You know, I would run my hand up in here and feel if it's got Bondo, or you know, look for rust bubbles, whatever. Right here has been fixed. That's always bad to rust right there. Like I said, these round headlights are I don't know, they're a beautiful truck, beautiful design, but they do have their faults with rust issues. Of course, I mean, you're talking this thing, see, 78, what is this thing? See, 78, 88, 98, 2008 to 18. This thing, it won't be long. This truck's going to be 50 years old. 50. So, I mean, Chevrolet or GMC, I don't think they ever imagined these trucks would still be running around today. Now this bed come off of another truck, as I mentioned, and see it's got some rust bubbles here. I don't mind. It's fine. I like for things to look, you know, patina style, natural. I've rattle can painted this truck twice, and we put a Penetrol on it, and I mean, it needs washed. It's been sitting in the shed, and we had a drought going on here a few weeks ago before all the rain set in, and I'm saying you could just come outside and it's just dusty. So I mean, even in a garage you're going to get dust. Once again, the cab corners, check your doors, check underneath your doors. I didn't shut this door good, but once again, the rockers. This truck has had a lot of extensive work. Check under your doors, make sure that they're good. I've tried, so I didn't mean to slam that so hard. I've tried to put the best parts I could afford onto this truck, the best I can, do the best I can on it. I enjoy rattle can painting my trucks. Check down in here sometimes for rust, down in the just below the wipers, the cowl, I guess you'd call it. I just don't want somebody to get hoodooed, you know what I mean? And once again, I'll mention this again, just check your floorboards real good. Don't be afraid to crawl up and under it and look. You might be surprised what you find. And like I said, this truck is glad to be alive, I think, because I mean, it's been a good truck for me just to play with. It's not the prettiest thing, but pretty good old truck. Might want to kind of, as I mentioned, the battery being right here, might want to check down through here also for rust. Also, up in this area, they're bad to rust on both sides. Inner fenders, they're bad to rust there as well. And I think I mentioned this, but I'll mention it again just in case. Check right up in here for rust issues. You know, but this one is, you know, for 78 round headlight truck that has been beat to death, and you know, so many trucks contributed to this. This is pretty much what I'd call rust free now. I mean, if I can at the end of the video, I can't remember nothing anymore, guys, but I'll try to remember to show you some pictures of this truck when I first got it. And what a transformation. You're looking at it now going, oh my goodness, this thing's junk. Well, no, it might be junk to y'all, but this truck's a Cadillac compared to what it was when I first got it. No motor or transmission. You know, there was not a straight panel on this truck, nothing. The interior was originally, the truck was originally white with blue insides. It's now got red, as you can see, because I bought a wrecked truck. An acquaintance of mine, I don't know his name, I was wanting to call him my friend, you know, but to be honest with you, he was just an acquaintance. I've met him once or twice, and he was fixing up a white truck, and I commented on how nice his truck looked. Well, next thing I know, I seen it, and it was wrecked, and he hit something hard, bent the frame on the front. Of course, you know, the front end stuff was messed up, so I had to come up with everything that you see: grills, headlight bezels, fenders, and all this new chrome. I call everything chrome. It's a side trim, it's aluminum, and I mean, this whole thing, and doors, and the bed and the insides came from the wrecked truck, and the carpet, and well, everything you see, the dash pad, and this is a real dash pad. That fella that wrecked his truck, I felt so sorry for him, but I mean, he paid like $400 or $500 for this dash pad. This is not a cover lay. This is a real deal. It's real pliable. It's not a crack one in it. I couldn't believe my eyes. Couldn't believe how blessed I am. So I bought all this. I bought his wrecked truck, and that's his motor that's in this truck now. It's a 350, and GM1038 on YouTube. Check out his YouTube channel, GM1038. His name is Brian. Him and his dad put the motor and transmission in. That 400 transmission is practically brand new. This thing runs great. Tim Dixon, as I said, Gas X Chop Shop on Facebook, if you'll type that in. He done all the metal work on it for me, done the exhaust, and they're just amazing folks. I'm surrounded by amazing folks, and they actually like me. I know it's hard to believe. Sometimes I pinch myself just to, can't believe my good fortune sometimes. The door panels are off something else. I can't remember what they're off of, but they were somewhat red, so I put them on. I do everything on a budget, and it still needs some more work. But oh my goodness, this truck's come a long way. But if you have any questions about round headlight trucks, and you think that I might be smart enough to answer them, ask me in the comments. Yeah, the tailgate's off of, the tailgate's off. I had a 1975 Chevy C10 truck that y'all named Sky. If you're a subscriber to my channel, I'll get another truck, which happens on this channel quite a bit. Sell some, move them on to new homes, and get more. And anyway, this tailgate came off Sky. Then when we started working on Sky, I had to come up with another tailgate. But at the time, I didn't have one, so I had to paint it white. It was sky blue and white. So anyway, put new tail lights in it. Like I said, new chrome. That chrome's expensive too, let me tell you. New bumpers, front and back. Of course, new wheels at Tyler's Racing Accessories. Ronnie and Josh Tyler. I always get my wheels and tires there. These are American Racing 20-inch 10s, and they are, somebody probably asked me, and I can never remember the size. Let me look on the other side. Hope y'all don't mind walking around with me just for a minute, letting this thing run, because it'd be good for it to run just a little. 275 40/20s. Those wheels need to be cleaned. It's just kind of hard to keep up. These are 20x8s, and they are 245 40/20s, if you're wondering. I love the look of these American Racing. Kind of gives it an old school look with somewhat of a modern appearance. They fill up the wheel well, very well, and they look good. They look good. So yeah, if I can help you, make a decision if you want a round headlight or a square headlight, why, that's an 84, and this is a, like I said, 78. So you're talking what, 6 years difference? Yeah, 6 years difference. This is older, of course. So yeah, I had to paint the grill. I mean, everything that you see, either me or my friends Tim Dixon, Corey, or Waylon, or like I said, GM1038 on YouTube. Be sure to check out his YouTube channel, GM1038. I'll try to remember to leave a link. Tim's on Facebook, Gas X Chop Shop. Anyway, without those folks and his dad Charlie, I mean, all those folks contributed to make this one for me. And call me stupid, call me ignorant. I've been called a lot worse than that. It's okay, I don't mind. But I just hate to see one crushed. I hate to see one parted out. And I'd have fixed that wreck one that boy wrecked if the frame hadn't been bent. But I mean, there was just no saving it. And this one was begging, in my eyes, it was begging to come back to life. So the motor and transmission, I mean, it still lives on. And his truck was white too, so his truck, in a sense, is still living, because the motor's still running, the bed's still here, and a few little odds and ends of insides are still being used, and it'll probably been parted out too. I just happened to, I don't know, God is so good to me, and I drove by this place and there it was set and wrecked, and I done a Batman turnaround with Mrs. PIB. That's my wife, Mrs. PIB, and we just kind of went back and I negotiated trying to get that wrecked truck, and I wound up with it, believe it or not. So like I said, God is good. God is great. He's been very, 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 very good to me. I'm just having a little fun, guys. I'm not making fun of the Lord, but at all. I'm counting my blessings because I know He is the one in charge, and He accommodates me whatever I need, seems like. I'm never, since I've turned my life around, I'm never done without. I've always, it's sometimes unbelievable. Anyway, I got these wheels back here in the back, and I'm going to do something with them. These came off my 1978, my very first video on Primer at His Best, which is what you're watching now. My very first video was a 78 C10 truck that went by the name of Old Dookie. Now, I'm not going to tell you, you can imagine the name people used when they seen it. Here comes a big old piece of you-know-what. So I named it Old Dookie because that's the cleanest name I could come up with, and my grandkids wouldn't be saying the bad word, right? So, Old Dookie. Man, that's a good truck. And I wound up buying these wheels back from my friend that wound up buying Old Dookie. That's my very first video, if you'd like to check it out. It was a long bed that had been cut down to a short bed, and somebody put a step-side bed on it. It's a cool old truck. I sure do miss that old truck. I truly do. Anyway, like I said, you're watching Primer at His Best. My name's Jimmy. If you'd like and subscribe, I sure would appreciate it. And, you know, I'm just grateful for constructive comments and grateful for subscribers that understand what's been done to stuff like this right here. So everything underneath, practically everything on the truck mechanically is practically brand new. You know, new gas tanks, the list goes on and on. I've got a ton of money in this truck. I'll never get it back out, but at the same time, they're still a good investment. And you know, if you're thinking about looking for one or found one, you want to send me pictures of it, that'd be great. I'd love to see it. You can send me pictures or a video of your car or truck to primeathisbest@comcast.net, Facebook Messenger Primer at His Best, or Instagram Messenger Primer at His Best. I'll be happy to look at it, or I can post it on my video channel right here, absolutely positively for free, Primer at His Best. Just remember a few things. Number one, please remember this. This is so important. Turn your phone sideways, just like mine is. If you turn it up and down, which is natural, don't do that. Turn it sideways. You get a full screen, and it makes your video look so much better. Send me a video, and you can make it 2.5 minutes long. And if it needs to be longer, stop the video right where you're at. Then start another video. Send me all the videos you want to. My wife and I will piece them together and make one continuous video. So, you know, I'd be happy to put it on my YouTube channel if you want me to. Some people just send me videos and they don't want me to put it on YouTube. And that's okay. I enjoy looking at it anyway. But I would like to share it with my subscribers. And nobody says nothing bad about anything, about anybody's car or truck. Everybody's in different financial situations, different places in the country that maybe, you know, stuff is not plentiful, I'll say. So, I mean, we're all in this together. We're all trying to fix something, you know, go with a hobby like this that, you know, even if I don't get my money back out of this, which I'll never will, not get it all back. I've got too much in it, but you know, even if I don't get it all back, I get some back. It's not like I'm throwing it away. Make sure, I'll say this, make sure if you're thinking about buying a car or a truck, make sure you have that there is a market for that car or truck. It'd be stupid to, you know, it'd be stupid to put $10,000 in a vehicle and, you know, and at top, you know, top pay, top, you know, whatever, NADA, whatever, and it's only worth 45. You know, don't be like me. I mean, I'll never get my money out of this, but there is a market for these, and I don't think if I really wanted to sell it, I don't think it'd be too hard to sell. You know, people just, I don't ever advertise or anything. People just comment or send me a message through Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Messenger, or Instagram Messenger, and they say, hey Jimmy, how much you want for that? I like that truck. Tell me more about it. And I'll tell you the truth about everything. With that being said, thank you for watching. You're watching Primer at Its Best. My name is Jimmy. I'm also, like I said, on Facebook, Primer at Its Best, Instagram, Primer at Its Best. Have a second YouTube channel called Man on a Budget. And I'm on Instagram, Man on a Budget 1. Y'all have a blessed day. This thing's run pretty good, long enough, I guess. I just wanted to start it and move the fluids around a little bit, and guess I'll put it back in the garage. This thing's quiet as a mouse, isn't it? Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Y'all have a blessed day today, and I'll see y'all in the next video. You won't miss nothing, not a thing, if you like and subscribe to my channel, Primer at Its Best. And I hope to see you then. Catch you in the next one, guys. God bless y'all. Thank you for watching. And please pray for others, and ask the Lord constantly to forgive you for your sins, because I do that all the time. God bless y'all. See y'all later.